Hello, it's Laura Mordell. I wanted to update you guys on my weight loss challenge. Some of the things that I've really realized, and quite honestly, a lot of when I wrote Mindset Makeover, which is a course I teach that comes after losing your first 10 pounds, I really learned a lot. I seriously love teaching. I was born to teach because I learned so much when I'm writing the classes because I do it through a process called automatic writing. And so I had already learned a lot of this stuff, but it's very interesting to go back and go into it even deeper. Recently, I've really realized that I'm reaching this new point of feeling. I have never felt so deeply in my whole entire life, and I can feel people's emotions more deeply than I ever have since I was a small child and I started blocking it. And I believe that I'm here to work with empathic women who have this like strong desire to make a difference in the lives of others, but what they're like the fact that they're so attached to like fixing people because they can literally physically feel their pain, which is what makes them so beautiful, but it's totally to their detriment. And really studying the spiritual side of living life and the soul has completely shifted my ability to detach from other people's problems so I can better help them. So I did a status update about pain and how it actually leads us back to who we truly are, unconditional love. I believe on a soul level, literally our being, the part of us that is connected to source, God, the universe, whatever word you have for that all encompassing energy that is just, we always hear this like really hippy dippy, like, we are all one. And I believe that to be true. I believe that we're all connected energetically. And this is quantum physics. And I'm at the point, if you guys haven't been able to tell from my past couple of videos, that it's not my job to convince you that, like, you are a spiritual being. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, it doesn't matter what you believe. Whether or not you are super, like, I know a lot of religions tell us that you believe this or else you're screwed for eternity. And I don't believe that. So it doesn't matter what you believe. I personally believe from what I have felt in my body and from what I've experienced over the past few years, there's no doubt in my mind that we have this component to us, this aspect to us. We are a soul that wants to grow and evolve and get back to unconditional love in this lifetime. And whether or not you believe it, it's all gravy to me, baby. It doesn't matter. But at the same time, I have also gotten to the point where I want to share what I believe with other people. So if it resonates with you, I can provide the space for you to step into that as well, because I can't tell you how much my life has changed since I've really started adapting these beliefs into my life, and how much of a better coach and how I'm able to help people more by honoring them as a soul, not as a personality, not who you are, not giving them what they think they need, but connecting with their soul and giving them what I know their soul needs. And sometimes that pisses off the personality. And I always tell my life purpose clients, sometimes, and even my weight loss clients as far as the relationship, sometimes you need to piss off someone's personality to honor their soul. Meaning their personality might want you to do everything for them or have this codependent relationship where you are give, 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 and they're just receiving. That's disempowering them on a soul level. And I teach them how to see others from their soul's eyes, meaning that if you ever create a relationship where someone relies on you, and sometimes we honestly do this purposely because it makes us feel important. This is how I was. I'm just saying from my experience. But my clients are a lot like this too. And it makes us feel important, like, oh my gosh, I offer this to people and I am so valuable, instead of getting that feeling of value from within. So one of the things that I really have to teach my life purpose clients is to be okay with watching people in pain. I ask them, and this goes with my weight loss clients too, because when you're not okay with watching people learn their lessons and you're trying to take on their pain as your own, you're literally saying, I don't trust God, the universe, that person's divine support system to take care of them. You're taking on responsibility for what their soul is trying to learn. This is why you will see, and it drives us absolutely bananas, is that we will fix someone's problem and then they'll go and recreate it right afterwards. And we're like, we get all victim-y. We're like, oh my gosh, I'm so, like, why does no one appreciate me? Oh my gosh, I do so much for other people and no one ever does anything for me. And it's about really taking responsibility for the fact that, and I'm like, by the way, I'm saying this from experience of anyone who knows me. This was like the story of my life, just like taking care of people and pretty much stealing their lessons from them, disempowering them, fixing their lives because their personality wanted me to, pleasing their personality, and then taking away their soul lesson that their soul lesson was trying to learn to grow. And we have to start looking at that. It's like when we take people's pain away from them, we literally disempower them from growing. Because if you look back in your life and you do a little life review of the times that you have sat down and put your foot down and you've been like, enough, I'm not struggling with this anymore, I'm not dealing with being treated like this, or I'm not doing this anymore in my life, it is usually when the pain has gotten so deep that you're like, I can't handle this anymore. It hurts too bad. We are motivated by pain. We go to pleasure. You know what I'm saying? We go to pleasure and we run away from pain. So pain is quite often what creates change in our lives, because it's like, okay, this is too much. I got to go in another direction. That's what inspires us to change. And what's so funny as like a light worker and an empath who can feel other people's pain is what we do is during this process when they're in pain, we're like, oh my gosh, I can feel your pain and it's making me really uncomfortable. So I'm going to take away your pain. Or maybe the person is even making us feel like oh, you have to help me with this or else you're a jerk. Or, oh, you have to help me with this because I don't know what I'm going to do without you if you don't take away my pain. Everyone has their different way of getting you to release them from their pain. But what happens is you release them from their pain and it's like slapping a Band-Aid on it. What happens is, okay, it's like, oh, yay, you took on my problem. And let's say you listen to me talk, you listen to me bitch for a while. And we take it away for a little bit, but then what happens is we haven't solved the root cause of the problem that is causing the pain. We've just relieved them of it. We've slapped that Band-Aid on it. And the pain comes back because their soul hasn't learned the lesson why they created that pain in the first place. And because we took away the lesson, we soothed it for them. And then, we walk away, and guess what? A couple weeks later, guess who's calling you up? Because their pain's back, because they haven't solved the root cause of it. And then we get so victim-y, we get on our high horse, like I've talked about before, and we're like, no one ever appreciates me. I work so hard to help others, and no one even cares. They just walk all over me. And it's about taking, like what I've learned is taking responsibility. We teach people how to treat us. So if you're the person, and by the way, P.S., like, PPS, like, I am talking from experience. I still struggle with this. So if someone's continually coming to you to solve their problem, we got to ask, how are we allowing people to treat us? And look at it from the perspective of, okay, you take away someone else's pain, you try to fix them, you're stealing their soul lesson from them. And sometimes, no matter how much it hurts, we have to sit on our hands. Well, even though we might know the exact answer, which I'm sure that a lot of you have experienced, going and telling people the exact answer, exactly how they need to heal, change, whatever. And then they repeat the same pattern because they don't value the advice you're giving them because they're trying to learn this lesson on their own. And you'll even get people rebelling like, so irritated. I wish Lauren would shut up and stop telling me what to do. I can do it. And they'll rebel against whatever advice you're giving. Or they'll start to resent you when you start to hold back because it's very clear that they're not benefiting from the advice. And it's draining when you love someone and they're not changing, even though you're investing a lot of energy. So basically, I wanted to talk about how you need to be really conscious with the energy you're investing in other people and the return on investment. Does it feel good when you give to them? Are they taking what you're giving them and are they doing something with it? Or do they just want to really, if you got honest with yourself, bitch to someone? And that's fine, no judgment. You want to bitch, go for it. But you need to choose. Do you want to be the person that they bitch to? Do you want to be the person that has to take on their stuff? Are you emotionally like, because like for instance, with my clients, when they bitch to me, it goes right through me. And I'm not perfect, but for the most part, it goes right through me. I don't take it personally. When they vent about their husband, their best friend, whatever's going on, it goes right through me. But before, I would take it on as my own, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this poor person, her husband treats her like crap, and blah, blah, blah. Now I know that's not serving the person by taking on their stuff. They're just transferring it over to me, but that doesn't solve the core issue of the problem. So they'll continually recreate the same problem again and again because the core root of it isn't solved. I hope this made sense, and I hope this helped. Nice. Providing you with some information. I'm teaching a class that is going to dive very deep into principles like this. If you're interested, shoot me an email and I'll let you know. We actually have a class starting tomorrow. So good to hear from you guys. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.